everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Natalie and today I'm going to be showing you how I crochet this star wall hanger. This is a bestseller at my crochet booths when I do vending events, and this has been one of my most highly requested YouTube tutorials. I hope that you all love it. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I always try to make sure that I answer any questions. If you'd like to show me your creations, the best way to reach me is Cosmic Crochet on Instagram. I'll put that on the screen right here. And I would love to see your recreations of these star wall hangers and how you style them in your rooms and how you use them to decorate. I think this also would be really cute to hang your earrings and your necklaces from. That would be really, really cute. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. It means the world to me. There are a couple of ways that you can start off this project. You can start off with a slip knot, placing it on your hook, chaining up 3, yarning over and working all of your double crochets for row 1 into this stitch here. I'll put 1 double crochet in that stitch. So you would work 18 more double crochets into this stitch, or you could start with a magic ring. So I'll show you the magic ring as well. Row 1 is going to start out with a circle made up of 20 double crochets, and the first double crochet will be the chain 3. Either way you do it, magic ring or with a slip knot. So I'll show you how I make a magic ring. So I leave about 4 inches of the tail just to weave it in and just to have extra to work with. And I grab the yarn with my thumb and my pinky finger like this. And my ring finger kind of gets thrown in there too. And with my pointer finger and my middle finger, I wrap the yarn around. Once I get to this point, I wrap it around again, making an X. And then I will add this to my thumb and hold it there. I'm going to use my hook and go under the first piece of yarn and then go around. Chain 1. And then I'm going to chain 2 more. And that's how I make my magic rings. And then you just would work in 19 double crochets. I just finished, so I have 19 double crochets, and then counting this chain 3, I have 20. So I just finished doing that for row 1, and I'm going to slip stitch into this top chain of the chain 3. And now I'm going to close my circle. When you do this, be careful that you don't pull too tight, because I've definitely ruined many projects by pulling it too tight and then it breaks. I'm going to chain 1. Into this very next space, I'm going to place a single crochet. I'm skipping the next space into the following space. I'm going to place a double crochet. And in that same space, 2 more double crochets, so total of 3 double crochets all in that same space. And now chain 3 and 3 more double crochets in that same space. all in this same space, we have 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, I'm going to skip this next space right here, and into the following one, place 1 single crochet, skip 1 stitch into the next, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. So these are making the points of our star. Second point has been completed, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochet, skip 1 stitch into the next, single crochet, skip 1 stitch into the next, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Skip the next stitch, and this stitch can kind of hide sometimes, so make sure you pull and you're able to see that stitch. So skipping that stitch into the following one, single crochet, skipping the next stitch into the following one, you're going to do another point. Skipping the next stitch into the following one, single crochet, skipping the next stitch into the following one, you're going to do your last point. You're going to slip stitch right here, which is the chain 1 from the start of this row. And this is how the star is looking now. You can see it start to take form. Moving on to round 3, I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch. I'm not chaining 1 or turning my work or anything like that. Going to slip stitch in the following stitch. And then I'm going to chain 3 and double crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch. And now it's time to do the corner. We're going to do that the same way we did the other ones in row 2. 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Then we're going to place 3 double crochets in each one of these 3 double crochets from round 2. So 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 spaces. And then we're going to skip this stitch here, which is the single crochet stitch from row 2, skipping this, and we're going to go into the next one. So this is also the lowest stitch here. So we're going to go into the next one. And again, in each one, place 1 double crochet. So you should end up with 3 double crochets again for this section. And treat the corner the same way, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And now in the very next stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and 1 double crochet in the following stitch, skipping this single crochet stitch, working into the double crochet stitches, 1 double crochet in each, and treat the corner the same way you have been. 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And then using the next 3 stitches, 1 double crochet in each stitch, skip the single crochet stitch, 3 more double crochets, and these are my last 3 double crochets for round 3. So now all I'm going to do after I place these last 3 double crochets, this is how my star is looking. I'm going to slip stitch into this top chain here from the chain 3. And this is how my star is looking after round 3. Round 4, I'm not going to chain 1 or turn my work. I'm just going to slip stitch in the very next stitch and chain 3. In the very next stitch, I'm going to place a double crochet. And I'm going to double crochet and I'm going to place 1 double crochet in each stitch until I get to the corner. Counting the chain 3 as a double crochet, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and now I'm going to do the corner. In this very next stitch, I'm going to do a double crochet, and I'm going to do 5 double crochets, 1 double crochet in each of the following stitches. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches. So I'm skipping this stitch here and this stitch here, and into the 3rd stitch I'm going to do a double crochet. And again, just to double check your work, make sure you have 5 double crochets in this section. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it's time for the corner. And now in each of the next 5 stitches, I'm going to place 1 double crochet. I'm skipping 2, 1, 2 into this 3rd stitch, a double crochet, and into the next 4 stitches, 1 double crochet. I'm going down the side again, so I'm going to do 5 double crochets, only 1 in each stitch. Skipping 2 stitches into the 3rd, a double crochet, and then 4 more double crochets, 1 in each stitch. I'm about to get back to the start of this row, so I'm going to show you how I close this off. I just finished my last corner. Into the very next stitch, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. In the next 4 stitches, I'm going to do 1 double crochet like normal, like we have been doing. And then you see here how we have 1 stitch, and then we have where we have our slip stitch right here. So that's going to count as our 2 skipped stitches, and then you're going to slip stitch into the top chain of this original chain 3. Round 5 starts the same way as the past 2 rows, and every other row and every single row moving forward will also start the same way. Slip stitch in the very next stitch. Chain up 3. Double crochet in the next stitch. And place 1 double crochet in each stitch going all the way up to the point. I have a total of 7 double crochets, counting the chain 3 as a double crochet. And now I'm going to handle the corner the same way I have been: 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Now working down this side, I'm going to work in 7 double crochets, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did with row 4 of skipping 2 stitches and then going up the other side. But I will give you a visual demonstration, and moving forward, this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the star, is just adding more double crochets. So the next row will have 9 double crochets that you'll put here, skip 2, 9 double crochets on the other side, and then you'll get to the corner. But that is for row 6. Oh, I might have... I did 7 double crochets and then skipping this stitch and this stitch into the 3rd stitch. I'm going to do a double crochet and then 6 more double crochets. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to do the corner. Working down the side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skipping 1, 2 into the 3rd double crochet. 1 double crochet in the next 6 spaces. So by now you should get the gist of how to do this round, and I'll meet you back here and we'll close out the round together. I just finished my last corner, and now I'm going to place my last 7 double crochets. Seven. And now the same way that we closed out the previous row, we're going to slip stitch into the top chain of the chain 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch. Our last and final row is row 6. Of course, you can make this as big as you want. Like I mentioned, all the rows start the same, and you just increase the amount of double crochets by 2 in this section, you increase that by 2 each round. So last round we had 7 here, so now we are going to be having 9 here. Slip stitch in the very next stitch, chain 3, and double crochet in the very next stitch. Place 1 double crochet in each stitch going up to the corner. And just to do a final count to double check, I have, including the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets. So go ahead and check, make sure that you have 9 there. And then do the corner the same as you have been. And now work in 9 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. After the 9 double crochets, skip 2 stitches into the 3rd, work in a double crochet, and then in the next 8 stitches, place 1 double crochet until you get back up to the point. And in the point, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And by now, I think that you guys get the gist of this round, and I'll meet you back here as I'm closing out this round, and we'll do the tassels and the little tie for the top. I just finished my last corner of this row 6. So I'm going to do the last side together. 1 double crochet in each of the next 9 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the top chain of the chain 3. And I'm going to chain 1 and cut my work. Cut my work and secure with a knot. And this is how the star looks now. So cute. Let's put the finishing touches on it. Now we're going to add the tassels to the bottom of it. I like to add it to the side that already has this tail because that means it's just one less thing for me to weave in. I will just leave that tail and add it into the tassel. So I'm going to cut a bunch of pieces, probably about 20 pieces. I might need more than that because I like to use 3 pieces for each tassel. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut a bunch of pieces to this length. How I like to do it is cut it, hold the yarn there, flip it over, cut it, hold the yarn there, flip it over, and I just do this a bunch of times until I get a good amount of these. You can always cut more, it's not a big deal. But I just thought I'd show you my little trick for doing this efficiently. Once I put all the tassels on, I do give it one last trim just to make sure that they're all even. So if they're not perfectly even, I would not stress. You can always fix that later on. I'm going to start with this amount. I'm going to take 3 pieces. You could take 2 if you want. You could take 4. Just depends on how thick you want your tassel to be. And I'm going to line these up as good as possible and fold it in half, just like this. It could be helpful to size up for this part. I'm going to size up just to make it a little bit easier on myself because we will be using the hook to pull these through. So I'm going to put these down to the side for a second. And I'm going to insert my hook in this space right here. And this is just where the tail is already existing. Insert my hook, and then I'm going to place my folded over pieces of yarn on the hook and pull through. And then I'm going to pull up this loop, and you could do this part with your hook. I'm just going to show you how to do it with your fingers. So make sure you have all 3 loops there. I like to just put my thumb and my pointer finger through, grab this tail, pull it through, and I'm actually going to grab the tail, this tail that was already on the star, and I'm just going to pull tight. Just like that. And see, now this longer tail perfectly blends in, and it makes it so much easier. You don't have to weave it in. Now I'm going to do the same thing in this stitch next to it. I'm going to grab 3 pieces, fold them in half, place them on the hook, pull it through, and then I'm going to pull these ends through the loop and pull tight. And then I like to go to the other side of this center tassel just to make sure that everything's staying even. So I'll insert my hook here, grab 3, and I'm gonna fold it over in half. Place it on my hook and pull through. And pull those tails through. And then you can just keep repeating this as many times as you would like. You could do the whole bottom of this, or you could just do until about here. I will come back when I'm done with this part and we'll make the part that it will actually hang from. I'm happy with this amount of tassels. I think that that looks cute, and now I'm gonna cut them just so that then they're all the same length and we get to play hairdresser. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and weave in this end of the center of the circle. It's time for the final step of this project. So you're gonna go to the point that is opposite from these tassels, which for me is this point up here. And that is we're going to create a chain so that then we can hang this beautiful star. So I made a slip knot. I'm placing it on my hook. And then I'm gonna insert my hook into this chain 3 space right here at this point. And I'm going to complete a slip stitch, so yarn over and pull through. And now I'm going to chain up an amount that is going to make a nice little loop for me to hang this from. I think about 40 chains would be perfect, so that's what I'm gonna do. I just did 40 chains, and now I'm going to slip stitch back into this chain 3 space to make a nice loop, and now our project will be done. So I'm doing a slip stitch, I'm gonna chain 1 and cut my work and secure with a knot. And that's how my loop is looking now. And I like to give these 2 ends a tie together just to create a knot and make sure that this is not going anywhere before I weave in these last ends. Star is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe. It's a free way to support me and my channel and my journey here, and it also allows me to continue to be posting this free content and these free patterns and tutorials. So if you would like to see more of those, make sure you subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.